Yo, what's happening? So the rotation is locked. This YouTube thing. Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? I'm on location. I am not at the home studio, but I wanted to come on and say hi because it's Sunday and it's like the day of the week where most people are home and it's 8 p.m. It's prime time. So if you're not watching your favorite show, then you might be perusing the interwebs and you might want to check in and see what's on the internet. So here I am, and I'm gonna start by talking about. I just watched like a very devastating thing. What's up, Ben? My boy Ben, my literal boy. Like he's my actual boy. Like not like yo, my boy Ben. Like he's my actual boy. I just watched a devastating documentary about the Ultimate Warrior, WWF superstar from my childhood, and good God, that stuff's sad. Like I almost teared up. I'm like, I'm about to go live on YouTube, and I'm waiting for the end of this show, and I'm like, oh shit, this is so sad. It was terrible. It was terrible. What a weird guy that was, and yeah, A&E Arts and Entertainment Channel on cable, but I'm sure you could watch it. I'm sure you could stream it somewhere. They are doing this awesome series of biographies on all the WWF stars. I've seen one on Booker T. I've seen one on Macho Man. I've seen one on Randy Savage. That is Macho Man. Roddy Piper is what I meant to say. Hulk Hogan. No, did they do Hulk Hogan yet? I'm not sure. Stone Cold Steve Austin, I think, was the first one. Tonight's Mick Foley, which I will watch soon. I'm sure I'll watch it at some point. I'm not going to watch it right now because I'm talking to you. But the Ultimate Warrior one was devastatingly sad. The Randy Macho Man Savage one, Roddy Piper. These guys are all dead except for Stone Cold and Booker T. Those two were alive. So like 3 of the 5 have been dead. Stop talking about people who are dead. It's sad. It's just sad. But it's cool stories though. They are very cool stories. These guys, these wrestlers, they're a lot like the rock stars that we talk about. They're larger than life, and they're like real life superheroes. So it's crazy. It's crazy to watch what they went through to become these heroes and to become these athletes. They are athletes. I don't care what anybody says. It may not be like true life competition, but it's definitely an athletic endeavor that they are engaging in and that average people can't do, and nor should they, because you could fucking kill yourself. There's no doubt. A few other things I want to get to. For those of you who voted or participated in the polls regarding the overlooked hair metal albums from 1992 or beyond, that has not been forgotten. It's a project that is in the works. The votes have been tabulated, and it is being put together now. So we will be on our way. That video should be coming the next week or so. So be on the lookout for that. Also, this week on Thursday and for the next 4 Thursdays will be the premiere of my manifesto, if you will, my big project, the Fandom Files. It's a new show called Fandom Files, and that will be coming up. And our first subject was my very first obsession as a child into music, and that is none other than the rock band Kiss. So it was something that was supposed to be 1 episode. It turned into 4 because I didn't want to inundate you with a 2-hour show. So it's going to be 4 episodes, roughly 30 to 45 minutes each. Yeah, it just got way too big because I love the band and I hate the band. I have a pure love-hate relationship with the band Kiss. So be on the lookout for that. That premieres on Thursday night at 8 p.m. New York time, Eastern Standard Time. So check that out for sure. Also, new episode of The Fives coming up, which will be your votes tabulated about most overlooked hair metal albums post 1992 or Nirvana Apocalypse. So that's coming as well. What else is coming up? There's another show in the works. It's going to be called Versus. It's going to be pitting two things against each other. What those things are going to be is yet to be determined, but I'm going to have guests. Yes, guests, people, either randos or friends of mine. Sometimes they'll be musicians. Sometimes they'll be artists. I have interviews coming up. I was supposed to have an interview with Styx, but I'm not going to get into that right now. So maybe be on the lookout for a Styx interview. But first and foremost, there will be an interview with Mike Mallion, who is the drummer of Monuments, a gent prog metal band from England. So that will be coming up in the next few weeks as well. So the stuff percolating here at Redbeard Videos. I'm not just sitting around doing nothing. I'm very, very busy. This Fandom Files thing just really, it kicked my ass. But I love it. I'm in love with it, and I hope you love it as much as I do because I love making it. I'm really enjoying making it. It's still not completely finished, but most of it's finished. So part 1 will be coming up this Thursday. That is scheduled, done deal, in the pipeline, ready to go. Whatever you want to say. It's all good. What else did I want to bring to your attention? The weather here sucks. It's frightful. And it's not even Christmas season. What's up with that? It's like 50 degrees. It's not even 50. I think it's like 45 degrees outside. It's almost June. Like, what is up? It's Memorial Day. Isn't it supposed to be hot all the time? All weekend. It's been like in the mid 40s. And it's been raining. I feel like forever. I feel like I've been stuck in some sort of post-apocalyptic world where the sun never shines. What is happening? It's killing me. I'm wearing a sock hat. This is my summer hat, but I was wearing a thick hat earlier today. I was wearing a sweatshirt. I'm not wearing a sweatshirt now. I'm wearing my Arsonist Gets All the Girls shirt. Does anybody know that band? Anybody? Anybody know Arsonist Gets All the Girls? I'm curious. Do any of my viewers know Arsonist Gets All the Girls from Santa Cruz, California? A tremendous prog metal band from Santa Cruz, California. If you have any answers or questions or anything, feel free to drop a comment. Ask me anything you want. I'll talk about anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You could talk about the Ultimate Warrior biography that I just watched. Did anybody watch that out there? It was devastating. Like, of course, they set it up because it's awesome at the beginning, right? They're like, oh, he's the warrior, you know. And I always knew he was kind of off. Like, I always knew. Like, if you ever watched wrestling from the 80s, I know you don't know them. I figured you didn't. It's not your style of music, Ben. I figured you didn't know who they were. But thank you for checking in. I appreciate that. That's definitely a dedication right there from my boy, Benny Bean. Yeah, I always knew the Ultimate Warrior was a little bit off. I mean, his promos were always really insane and crazy. But like, and I know it's an act, but still, that guy, he had a really interesting life. So if you have a chance to watch that biography, definitely do it. Oh, that's the other thing. Listen, I'm not going to give anything away. But if you're going to take any risks or any chances to go out to a movie theater anytime soon, go see Quiet Place Part 2. My God, what a fucking good movie that was. Holy hell. I mean, really, one of the best movies I've ever seen. Ever. Not even like best movie I've seen in a few years, best movie I've seen in 10 years, best horror movie. It's just one of the best movies I've ever seen. Tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Like, emotional, thrilling, scary, made me jump a few times. I was like, oh shit. There was a few times where I was like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? Like, it was crazy. It was crazy. And I've watched my fair share of horrifying horror movies. And it's not like, it's not gross, it's not horrifying. Like, if you have a teenager who's into, or if you are a teenager who's into horror movies or scary movies or really suspenseful movies, you could get down with this movie for sure. But if you're someone who spooks easily, you might not want to watch this one. Definitely watch the first one first at your home. Because first off, now that I think about it, you could probably get away with watching this movie without seeing the first one. Because the setup for this one doesn't necessarily need the first movie. I mean, it definitely enhances the second one if you watch the first one, but it's not 100% necessary. You kind of get the general idea of what's going on and what we're dealing with here from the very beginning of this movie. So, Quiet Place 2 is really, really fantastic. And I thought when, the people I went with my two oldest sons, and, we all had the conversation that their ad campaign for this movie was, if there's ever been a movie that was made for the theaters, this was it. And we were like, oh, well, this is just a get out and go see a movie situation. Like, that's what they're trying to promote. Go see a movie, like that kind of thing. This is definitely, I can honestly say that this is a movie that is more like perfectly suited for going to the movie theater. It is well worth the price of admission and the time you're going to spend and the popcorn and the soda that you're going to get to go and see this movie in the theaters. It's worth it. It's totally worth it. John Krasinski is a phenomenal movie maker, script writer, the whole thing. He's just a great filmmaker. Emily Blunt is tremendous in this movie. All the actors in this movie are great. So, all right. So it's been 11 and a half minutes, and I think I've said all that I wanted to say. So to wrap up, Fandom Files, Kiss, premieres Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the channel. It's part 1 of 4, so definitely check it out. It'll be worth your time, I promise. If I do say so myself, it's a very well-made episode. It's very cool. I have to say, if you're a Kiss fan, you're definitely going to get down. And even if you're not a Kiss fan, you might get down with this video. You might actually like it, because I do have a little love-hate thing to it. So there is some critical things to this. It's not just a 30-minute love fest to Kiss. It is kind of ultimately my love letter to Kiss, but there's a fair amount of critical stuff that you can get down to it, I think. Also, the fives, where you all voted on your top five more overlooked hair metal albums post 1992. That's on its way as well. That will come up sometime in the next week or so. And interviews. My interview with Mike Mallion from Monuments, drummer from Monuments, and also from Disperse, and a few other things that he's worked on. So we're going to have a conversation with him. And that's, if you're into the prog metal, if you're a drummer, if you're into drums, we talked about a lot of things. We talked about a wide array of things. So be sure to check that out. And that's it. I think that's what's coming up in the very near future. Possibly an interview with Styx. I'm having some technical issues with that one, sadly. I recorded it. I can dictate it to you. I can tell you what we said. But I did speak with Lawrence Gowan from Styx. I'm just having some technical issues with the file right now. And I have to go to the source and hope it's still there. But I don't know. It's a 50-50 roll of the dice at this point. I may have to just re-record it and get in touch with the Styx people and see if I can re-record it. But there's more interviews coming. More shows are coming. More creative things coming. Leave your comments down in the comments here or anywhere on the page. And tell me if there's something you want to see or hear. I'm always open to ideas. I have my own. I have plenty of my own ideas. Last time I did one of these live things, I got called out by somebody saying, just do what you want to do, man. Your opinions are great. You do what you do, very well. So you don't need anybody else telling you what to do. And, he's right. That person was absolutely correct. I definitely do not need the help. I don't need anybody telling me what to do. I have plenty of my own ideas, but I always like to hear it, though. Like, if you have something that you'd like to hear, or a band or a topic that you think would be interesting, that I could make interesting, then by all means, leave that with me and let me know, because I would love to engage. I would love to take a shot at it and see if I did what you wanted me to do, okay? So, until next time that I do one of these live things, or until you see me again, at the latest will be Thursday, or the earliest could be sometime before then, but definitely Thursday, 8 p.m., Fandom Files, Kiss, premieres, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's New York, Northeast, East Coast, United States, Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Thursday. That is the premiere of that episode of that show. So please tune in. Please let me know what you think. And I hope to talk to you all soon. Have an awesome Sunday. Have a great Memorial Day. Thank you to all the soldiers and all the people that have created, who've protected our country, whether they fought in just wars or not. I'm not going to get into the whole political thing, but regardless of that, the soldiers are, I'm thankful for them. So happy Memorial Day to everybody, and hope your burgers are delicious and your cheese is melted. All right, we'll see you later. Bye.